Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to City Tales. Last time we learned that moving stuff away from resources actually will let those resources regenerate, which is a good thing. We're going to have to use that probably quite a bit, considering our current situation with resources. We do actually have pretty much unlimited whenever it comes to actual farms and stuff like that, at least as far as I can tell, which is a good thing. And I think these clay mines and stuff are unlimited as well currently too. But we are going to have to be careful of, say, the mushrooms. The hunter's cabin already ran out of stuff, so we're going to have to move it to a new one. We are going to have to keep an eye on these. So I can't just sit here and let it idle through them like we were, last time. So once this gatherer's cabin pops up, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll try and keep this up above about 20 something. We'll probably try and find another set of berries to rotate it with. We can come in here and I think we can actually hover over them and find them. Or is it Alt? There is a command for it. I just don't remember what it is to actually see all of the berries. This one is regenerating. We're going to let this one sit, regrow, do its thing. We're going to have to do the same with mushrooms pretty soon as well. I think there was another berry patch hiding out here somewhere. Yes, right there. So we won't have to be too concerned about it, but I do actually want to up and move this up and at them to another place where they can, get some stuff going. This seems like a good spot, actually. Could do one closer. Could be right there, although we'd end up having to move it fairly quickly as we're expanding out. Kind of have to be careful about that. I think this might not be that bad of a spot. Wonder why that's... I think it has to enclose the entire thing, I guess. So we could just have it sit there and do this one. We could, in fact, move this one down there. That we just have them in the same spot so we can keep checking it. And I do think we had some boars down here too, did we not? We have some mushrooms. Where are the boars down here? I know that there is one. Probably like way further down or something. But we just need to keep an eye on that. We might end up just demolishing all of these and just moving on. The rocks I don't think regenerate, although it looks like it might be. It looks like they might respawn because we actually ended up emptying this one out, but it's coming back. So we might be able to take them down to 0 and rotate through. Because I know that's why we ended up having to move that other one. Was it not? Yeah, we have a logger there. We do want to eventually get the berries up and going at a decent rate. Same for the hunter stuff. We do need to get iron down, which is going to be down here. Iron mine, we do have the stuff for it. Iron mine there, I think, just off the road. And we have berries and boars over here too, and deer. That might actually be a good hunting zone and just expand down this way, eventually kicking that out. And you... I'm going to go ahead and move you. We have a decent amount of wood. We can kind of get away with moving this outside to another wooded area that's at least halfway interesting, like maybe up here. That puts it kind of near a whole bunch of other stuff. There's iron, boars, berries, everything. But I think we can get away with that. The other option is over here with 340 something, which puts it near mushrooms and boars, which I think this might be the better one. So let's go ahead and drop it there. That way we can continue expanding out this way and start building up more residential zones. This one is mining that. As far as other stuff we want to build, we do actually need a carpentry workshop eventually. That one does not have the stuff for it, but this one does. I think any of these will work. Do we go in? No, that's going to be our like hoity-toity part of the neighborhood. I think. This one has it as well. You know what? I think we'll go here. And have this just be assembly zone. We also need to start upgrading stuff. So we can actually upgrade like the theater. We can get that one going. We can get public schools going eventually. Public school, we don't actually have a home for just yet. We need more lumber, which is wooden beams. Oh, wait, that's going to be producing wooden beams, is it not? Where is it? I know you're in here somewhere. Yeah, you make wooden beams out of iron and crap. So we have you building up. We need to unpause for all this to start working. We'll go ahead and check if we have another quest. Save thee, most esteemed lord of dance. Thy humble sister, Countess Alba, has sent me through hill and valley to lend mine hand to thy noble quest. Thou mayest call me Knight Arthur. I have sworn my oath upon mine honor, and from this day forth I am thine to command. Now, my lord, I've traveled far and wide to find thee, and truth be told, my possessions is in worse shape than my spirit and body. What? My lord, wouldst thou gift me a scrap of iron to mend my blade and armor and make them shine once more? Okay. Knight needs armor and iron. Okay. That's yet another... It needs 40. My dude. How much iron do you need? Jeebus. Criminy. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start building up more spaces for them. So I think since we moved the lumber place out of there, let's go ahead and get some of these going. We got max level and gathering on somebody. I just saw an achievement pop up. Okay, so we want to go around this way. And go into there, and that will actually be in range of a lot of things. It doesn't have religion or a well, but we can deal with that. And we can go ahead and set up some more districts out here to kind of help with that. I think it's going to be kind of a central district for us. And do we want to cross the road or do we want to respect the road? I think we're going to respect the road for now, oddly enough. There we go. And that's going to fell all that and just start building up. So we'll have 2 of those kind of kicking in. We can start setting up stuff. Religion does not reach here, so we can pop it there. And we can do... Yeah, we can set up so we can see the upgrades as well. That is an actual full-blown ass church. We need some decent supplies for that, unfortunately. Market doesn't quite reach everything, neither does the well. So I think we go ahead and put a well in this one. And that gets us kind of started up. And the chapel is building there. Go down to the chapel and we'll gonna get mad. No, we're not singing that song entirely. A public school, I think we actually do it centralized there. Or do we do it? Oh no, we don't have the stuff to do it. I keep forgetting. Okay, so town hall upgrade eventually will be there. We're gonna go ahead and start upgrading. That's actually upgrading already. If they have the little up arrow, they can be upgraded. So we'll start upgrading stuff. We have plenty of resources to do it. Can these upgrade to 4? No, we're still actually needing various items for them. That would be up to what? Something that gives a crap ton of gold. That can be upgraded to an opera house. Interesting. So there's a lot more progress that we can do. Iron mine lacks workforce. Carpentry workshop lacks they lack workforce. Okay. So you are already done doing food. You are the craftsman. That one's already automated. So we're going to go for Bab. So craftsman. Oh, wait, this is construction. Who actually has construction skills? You have construction skills. That's already automated. So Bob, certainly. Come on over. And the iron mine is gathering. So as far as these go, you're already maxed out on gathering. We might have to go level you up into something else. Because you are max gatherer. The only... Oh, we now have Arthur. We have Bob, and Arthur. Arthur, you are a strange fellow. We'll get you some iron. You're going to get your own damn iron, in fact. Ha-ha. You prove yourself worthy by getting your own 40 iron to sharpen your sword, you weirdo. Get on over there. But yeah, we already have a max gathering. I think I might try and see if I can upgrade her into everything. So she's already max gathering. So what we could put her in is over here. She's already doing that, and that's automated now, so we'll go ahead and put her in there. You're going to start maxed out on craftsmanship, I believe. Is that what that one is? Your craftsmanship, right? Yes. So get her learning that. She's going to be max on everything. There's an achievement for that. There's an achievement for everything in games nowadays. There are achievements in games for turning on the bloody game. It's kind of weird and creepy. That one always feels a little bit off to me. I'm just going to be kind of blunt there. Okay, as far as what these have access to, I think they actually have access to pretty much everything. Got water. This one doesn't have trade. They all have health. None of them have education yet because we don't have the stuff for that. Entertainment does reach them. Okay, so the only thing we're missing there is trade. So if we keep building out this way and we set up a trade thing in here, it should be fine. We have had someone reach a max in craftsmanship just now. So market square, yeah, we'll toss it in there. Does lose some gold. We've got a population of 650. We're actually decent sized. Okay, we don't have trade reaching everything yet. Oh, now we have max level construction as well. Okay, so I think you are, yep, you are max level construction. We can start leveling up in all kinds of stuff, I guess. So those are going out there. We have trade reaching all those. This should reach at least this one. It might reach this one as well. Yeah, this is sadly left out of trade. That sucks. What else do we need? I mean, we can come here and see about upgrades. We're slowly getting enough wood to do the other ones. This one does require some of that for an upgrade. It requires a bunch of gold, too. Let's see. Residential upgrades. We'll go ahead and start upgrading them to 2. I mean, sorry, to 3. Just spam these out. That's going to get us more money. That gets us a lot of money doing the upgrades. Costs resources to do, but, I mean, who cares? We are fine. How's our mushrooms looking? 24 out of 65. This one's already back up to 41 out of 66. So yeah, it doesn't matter if they go away. We're going to go ahead and see. This is another one that we know ran out. It's already back up to 95. So we don't have to worry about them running out. It'll just kind of regenerate on its own. Nature finds a way. Which is an odd way of putting it. Okay, as far as castles, those are not going to be too terrible to make. We just need to get all the raw ingredients where it's just expensive. As far as where we're going to put it, that one is a whole different one. Probably, if I was being a true medieval lord, I would put a castle, like, up here. But we're not being a true medieval lord. Probably going to put it right here. Just low ground, not defensible at all, just garbage. Okay, town hall upgraded and public schools built. We should have enough for a public school now. Yes. You are going to be in. It's going to lose us some money. This one might be a better one. We'll do a public school there. And we will do a public school. We have a good spot for it. Not really. That one's going to reach out to there. This one will get all of these. But we don't have any room in that one. We do have room here. It's going to be a pain. It's going to cost us some gold to do. Yeah, it's just barely not reaching that one, which kind of sucks. And this one doesn't reach all of those. I guess we're going to need to just kind of go ham on it. We now have a school. That's not too bad. Kind of feeling crappy for this spot right here. What we could do is build across this road here. I don't want to go into that area in case we need it. I don't think we're gonna, but better safe than sorry. That one lacks religion? What? How are you lacking religion? I mean, fine, I will do religion there. This one is just for some reason not reaching it, even though it is like mostly inside of that circle. Plank production is way higher than our consumption. I mean, sorry, it's way lower than our consumption. So we might need a second plank manufacturer. So let's go ahead and pause. Thy grace bringeth honor to thy name, Lord. I am in thy debt now until fate unbinds me. Please accept mine boundless gratitude and allow me to serve thee as I served thy sister. Lady Alba hath also entrusted me with delivering a message. Dearest brother and Lord of the dance, I send you my warmest congratulations. You finally earned our father's trust. The road ahead is treacherous, and I wish you nothing but fortune I lacked at your age. I have sent Arthur to your side. He's still green, but the spark of promise burns bright within him. Surely he reminds me of you. Please treat him well. Yours truly, your sister, Countess Alba of... And I thank thee again, my lord. I shall now take my leave and await thy orders. Got a little bit of gold from it. Ooh, so proud. Okay, so we need to manufacture more planks. That's going to be here. Think. Here? Who maketh thine planketh? Thou maketh thine planketh. So put another one. I think here. We might have to send somebody there to set up the lumber mill for all of our greatness. And as far as these buildings go, we needed, what, a chapel there? Or did we need a little bit of everything in there, because trade does reach it. Chapel does not. Entertainment do. Pharmacy does, I believe. Yeah, it is the pink one. It actually reaches. Can I close that? Okay, so well reaches it. Religion does not. Trade does. Health does. Education, oddly enough, does. Entertainment does. So, yeah, all we need there is going to be the religion. But we also needed to feed something else in here that we were missing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think we needed trade somehow to here. So we're probably going to need trade there. Wow, it doesn't reach it either. Jesus. Okay, I guess we're putting a trading plaza in here. Don't have the planks for it yet. He doesn't have the resources to do that. We're going to need more plank manufacturing. It's all about balancing your resources, and we are not good at it yet. So let's go ahead and unpause. Yeah, he just doesn't have the resources to do it. Can I? Oh, yeah, it's that way. Yeah, once the mill goes up there, we'll be fine. And let him keep gathering iron. Because it doesn't hurt to stockpile stuff. There is no, like, storage limit or anything like that. So we can just haul up a bunch of junk, and I'm going to turn the fan towards me because it's hot as hell today. I'm recording this right before I write the first impression, so we're getting our last little bit of first impressions of this, and then we are going to talk about it. We do get more characters, so you were correct, Quantum. If you guys don't know Quantum, go check out his stuff. He's another indie Let's Player. Covers a lot of interesting games. A lot of turn-based tactics and tower defense and stuff like that. For those of you that are interested. Turn-based games. There we go. Not necessarily tactics always. Okay. So that doesn't have a person in it. We are going to put... who do we want in there? You're already maxed out on construction. Let's go ahead and put you in there, Bob.
Yes?
Get that one up and running. This one should just be automatically going. These are not maxed out, which is a little bit weird. This is. So I think we might have to leave people in there longer to max them out. But, like, I mean, they are still getting XP. This one's not, though. So maybe it only goes up to the level of the person that's in there? Because they're maxed out on their craftsmanship. This is going up to max level. We might not need all of these. Town Hall can be upgraded. I mean, we could, or we could actually build stuff. You know what? Fine, we'll upgrade it. That might increase our radius. And then we can build a castle later on. Because it costs a metric ton. Let's go ahead and get a few more of these. Boop. Boop. There. Yeah, we're just setting up various little town things around here. This is hunting down here, I believe. Yeah. Was it not? No, it's hunting there. I need to be careful not to destroy them all. Even though we could just move it to the other location. And I think we are just going to have to do a trading thing in here. Fine. Fine. So that one's producing as much as it's being consumed. Planks is doing fine. This is actually positive. So all of these are positive. This is the only one that's kind of getting close. We might want a second lumber mill to feed it all. I see you're hard at work as always, my lord. Truly, our town can hardly be called a settlement anymore. Surely, we're a proper city by now, and a proper city needs proper services. So I've taken it upon myself to meet with some of our villagers and ask what they missed most from their former homes. I've compiled their answers and even prepared a few blueprints for you. Got a spinning workshop, which produces something. Fibers. We've got a tailor shop, a windmill, which turns grain into flour. We've got a bakery, which turns flour and wood into bread. Ooh, I like bread. We've got fruit orchards, an apple press, and a laundry. So that needs fiber to do that, and this one probably needs fiber to turn into clothes, yes. So we can make clothes if we want to. Also got a crap ton of decorations we can mess with. Not gonna do anything with those. They just cost a lot of resources for, like, decoratives. May I borrow a moment of your time, my lord? It seems that His Majesty, your most esteemed father, has sent a messenger to our humble town. He's already arrived, in fact, and please introduce yourself. Save you, young my lord. Save you, young lord. Okay, save you, young lord. I am pleased to finally make your acquaintance. My name is Lalala. As I was sent here by your father to deliver the most important message, I shall now read it aloud. I mean, if your name is something other than Bob, I probably can't read it. To my precious son, Lord Gracious Lord of Dance, I am delighted to see how far you've brought the modest lands I entrusted you in such a short time. That is why our estate has been chosen to welcome the most important guest currently traveling through our country, Baron Yanis Duroy, a noble from the eastern realm of Gudor. Cheese. He shall arrive shortly. Please ensure he enjoys his stay among your people. He is an ally and, most importantly, a friend. I trust you will extend him all courtesy and respect. Though and will also collect taxes you owe, being my child does not exempt you from such matters. He shall then remain by your side and assist in your endeavors. He's a fellow, though a bit stiff at times. I hope this missive finds you well. I am proud of you, and I trust we shall see each other again soon, Duke. Okay, that's all the letter says. There you have it, young lord. As per your father's wish, and despite my stiffness, I shall accompany you from this point on. I believe taking care of those taxes should be my utmost priority. Pay taxes to your father. I mean, okay. Sure. Your father will be pleased. Now it's time we return our attention to matters at hand, our esteemed guest from Gudor. Speaking of which, my lord, I already have a few ideas on how we might welcome him properly and make his stay most memorable. How about a grand display of our culture? We could serve him delicacies he's never tasted, show him sights he's never seen. Surely we could leave an impression on him. How old-fashioned of you. Nobles care little for simple pleasures. What you need is a display of wealth and power, something that will make him regard our lord as truly worthy of the title. You can't be serious. Any city in the country can boast its wealth, but our culture is what makes us unique. I think we're going to go for culture. I knew I was right to put my trust in you, my lord. Once again, I'm honored to stand by your side. Okay, so we actually get some stuff. We get him. Smithy, a stone workshop, sand pit, and a mortar shop. So we actually have... We're getting a lot more stuff. And we need a smithy. Oh, wow. Getting all these balanced is going to be a pain. And we're going to need a second logging place. Without a doubt. So let's go ahead and do another woodcutters over yonder. I am actually forgetting how to rotate it. There it is. Let's see. I have actually forgotten the controls on how to rotate. Oh, it's Z and X. Okay. Go ahead and put another woodcutter's cabin there. Young lord, may I have your attention for a moment? Yes, I was wondering if you'd let me partake some stale bread from the hall's pantry. Why you ask, please, young lord, you do not have an ounce of trust in me. What nefarious deed do you expect me to commit with stale bread? No one's going to eat it. I might as well take it, no? Look, I just need some bread. I'm not asking for much. Surely you can do me a favor. Yeah, sure, we can give Bob some bread. Why does he actually act like we're going to fight him over it? Have I ever fought anyone in this kingdom over food? No. Sand pits can be anywhere, I guess? Oh, apparently we have sand fertility. I guess we will go there? We not fit it there? It's a little too into the water, is what I'm guessing there. You know what? I'm going to put it over here. Just put it like next to the water as close as we can. There we go. And we already have an iron mine. We already have a trapper's cabin. We already have the mushroom one floating around. We have a second loggers being built. We have an upgraded well now, but we don't have the stuff for it. We have 3 pages of manufacturing stuff. So eatery we already have, I think. Yeah, it's up in there in the northeast. We do have a carpentry workshop because it makes the square pegs. These are the ones we don't have. So we need something to manufacture. I think it might actually be up here. That turns that... Is it harvesting? No. I'm just trying to see... So we turn flax into something, but it should be in one of these. But none of these actually list themselves as producing that. Because I'm pretty sure we got something to do that. Oh, it's just upgrade the flax farm. It's an upgrade for it. Okay. I get what it's doing with those. We can do an apple orchard, probably just out here. Unless we want to do it back up this way. I don't think we necessarily do because there's not a lot of fertility out that way. We have, unfortunately, the deer there, so we do have to just build it, I think, this way. And then we'll have another housing thing there. So something like boop, boop, boop. Something around like that. Only 3. Then I guess maybe we go like this and actually have it big. We'll have a massive orchard on this side of town. Please let it be more than 3 at least. I mean, that's 5. That's better. Okay, we need to unpause. Because what we're going to need is 30 gold and 50 beams. 50 beams is going to be easy. 30 gold is not. As I said, our culture is our biggest asset, and what a better way to show it than a banquet. A feast of local delicacies will surely impress our guests. Okay, companion Bob for help in this matter. I believe she has experience in this domain. Hi, Bob. Start by training more people. See, hosting a banquet is nothing like the usual evening service at an inn. Our people are not fit for it yet. While we work on that, I'll start planning the menu. Okay, a feast for kings, and we need to have one autonomous eatery. We already have that. Okay, I need to make more places for the people, so that's going to be... I mean, we can have people out this way. So maybe we go like so. That's going to give us 7. We'll do another one like so. We're going to have to build up around these a little bit. 2, which kind of is a little bit rough, but I think we'll be okay. That's a 4. Those are going to be, unfortunately, the less serviced parts of town. But I think we'll be okay. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Are they serviced by a well? Not all of them. This one will get a well for itself, and we'll go ahead and build a little bit more like so. Probably next to the water. Try not to collide with the berries over there. And we'll have another one there. Is that going to be too small? That might actually be too small. Yeah, it can't have only one. That district is a nothing. So that's as far into there as we can actually really expand. We could go north a bit. So maybe something like so. 6-slot one. Yeah, we're going to have to constantly be expanding. Now the kitchen staff is ready. It's time we gather the proper ingredients. I'm quite handy with pots and pans, but alas, I don't have a green thumb. I've asked Bob for some help. Yes, Your Highness, Bob told me all about your plans. It sounds really exciting. I'm not a farmer, but I'll try my best to help you. Firstly, we need to speed up our wheat production. We send a hefty share to the Duke in taxes, so reserves are running low and we need plenty to prepare for the banquet. Let's make sure our windmills are running and properly manned. I don't have any windmills, sadly. So that is going to be one of these. So we need this to manufacture it first, and it's being built currently still. Just trying to make sure we have stuff set up. That is a big place. Go speed 1. Now, do we have any residential buildings ready to be upgraded? You guys can actually get us some money. We're running out of planks again. We should be on a gain from that, but we're not. It's mildly disconcerting. Okay, so we don't have anybody in there yet. So let's go ahead and we will throw... Guess what? Okay. You're in processing now. You decided to come as an advisor. You get to do the work. Okay, so we're actually producing these on a surplus now. That's not being consumed by anything. These are breaking even now. Mainly because I don't think our other lumber mill is manned. Bob wants bread and a castle needs to be built. We don't want to run over the deer. So we're going to start actually building between these farms here. Don't necessarily want to, but at this moment, it's going to be our best option. There we go. And build more out this way. That should be good. And we can drag you down a little bit. And yeah, building up these, not going to be too difficult. We will get the infrastructure set up shortly. And we get that without taking this out. I don't know. I think this might actually be too small. No, we can get 3 in there. That's a very oddly shaped part of the village, but it's fine. Everything is fine. Let's go ahead and start building up infrastructure. We need wells probably there. We need a market there. We need a chapel. Oh, we'll go. Ooh, that's. We don't really have a good spot for a chapel. We're building up the resources for it still, so I don't need to go for it right away. It's just one of those things that I kind of won't. Do a wells take those planks as well. Sand pit lacks workforce. Where did I put the sand pit? There's the sand pit. Okay, so they're automated. We're in a gathering one. I'm going to go ahead and send... You're almost maxed that out. That one's still working on it. I think we are going to send somebody who's getting new at gathering. We're going to go ahead and send Bob. Okay. Woodcutter's cabin lacks workforce. This one's going to go ahead and get a different person. We sent Bob over to that one. Who else is on gathering? Arthur already has that one automated at least. So we're going to actually send Arthur up here to get some more wood. Yes, our iron income is going to be lower, but we're not really using iron for much right now. We're still producing 2. So we are overproducing for what we need. So once we have enough of this produced, we should be good. Look at all the flax that we have. Jesus. It's going to take us a while to run out of that at least. So yeah, we'll set up one of the windmills over here. We might end up having to set up different flax fields, different wheat fields, and different tree farms. Let's go ahead and pause real quick while we set this one up again. I don't know how much it's going to eat up as far as our resources go. But the tree farm is gonna be huge. It's gonna be a big one. Okay, so out to there, there, and there. So we need 60. Okay, so if we just set up the speed to 2, we should just kind of slowly tick up to 60. Be able to set up a proper farm. It's not going up very fast. We are getting villagers in. They're not exactly high quality of life right now. They will be. We do need to get Bob some bread. Yes, we do. Bob, and Bob are not very happy that Bob needs more bread. I guess. I don't know. We're probably going to get more and more of these kind of, you have to have this amount for taxes, yada, yada, yada type stuff. Because there is going to be, there are plans. I don't know if they're currently implemented. There are plans for having adversity in the game. Forster's cabin has nothing to collect. I will check on you in just a minute. I think you might have burned through all your resources. It's okay. We have enough deer in the stockpile for that, I think. Unless Forrester is ham. It might actually be... No. I don't know. I'll check it in a little bit. We just want this to go up to 60 so we can just build this straight up. It costs 159 gold to build this. That is expensive. Got plenty of everything else. I do find it kind of creepy how the stone regenerates. But I understand why. It's so you don't get kind of like pigeonholed into like a small corner or anything. We're going to see that pop back up in just a minute. So now we have the orchard. Forester's cabin has nothing to collect. That's the one. That needs to regenerate a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and plonk you down. I'm going to plonk you down over here. Why? Because we can. As far as the rest of our resources, we're actually looking okay. We have a trader down there. We need a church. I think the church is going to be best placed there. Entertainment we have in range. I think, no, actually, we don't. Entertainment, I think we want to have go. I think we're going to have it there, and oh, we don't have enough planks. I am running out of planks. You need to manufacture them better. We're getting wood. We're getting planks. We're getting logs. So those are all positive. Do I have anything that's running negative? Don't think so. We have this just kind of sitting there. It's neutral and it's like running low. We might actually need to set up another one of those. Apple orchard is built. Who do we have for workforce there? Welcome to farming, Bob.
Okay.
Since you're done with your other one. We need to actually set up. Our fishery is not actually keeping up with it either. And we need to set this back up to 2. I keep forgetting to unpause. We need to set up another fishery, which is going to be in here. That one's already automated. We can do another one here, I believe. We'll do it a little bit further downstream. Too close to another. So it has to be outside of a certain distance of it, too. Interesting. So maybe there? It's another fisher's cabin. We're just setting up fishing so we can have a positive on that. Berries are sideways, so we're probably going to need to up our berry production, too. Everything else looks like it's going fine. And we're going to need boar meat kind of squared away. The boars are getting a little thin there. So we need a berry gatherer and a... I'm going to park these further out. I don't think we want to go above 2 of them. And where's the boar one? I think it's trappers. Go there. So that'll set us up positive on those. And that means we should be positive on everything. We'll have to like move things around whenever they run out of resources just so they can keep gathering. But as long as we have less than half of the things on the map, I think we'll be fine. Because we're not over gathering the same spots. We're just gathering as we go. Okay, so he's got the orchard up and started. Fishing cabin lacks a workforce. Who do we want in there? Another gatherer spot. That's almost automated. I think as far as our next gatherer, we generally... You're doing gathering up there. I think Bob was... Yeah, Bob's already a level 3 gatherer. You're not gathering anything yet, so... Bab, okay. You get to learn gathering. We should now be able to do a windmill, hopefully. The cider press, there's the windmill. So you go there. Get ourselves a cider press going as well. We may not have staff for it yet, but it's there. Gather. Wait. Oh, that was a new one. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of that automated. The wood chopping there is already automated, so you can come over here. We should still be positive. Yeah, we're looking good. Trapper's cabin lacks a workforce. This one's gathering as well. Everybody's on gathering at the moment. We need to take them from an automated one. They're currently learning that. You're already maxed out on gathering. Who is at an automated one that isn't learning something right now? And we'll just shift them around. Get these automated first, and then we can worry about getting their XP up. Windmill's the more important one. Processing. Currently, we don't have a lot of people doing processing. We're going to have to wait on that a little bit. Okay, so that should hit all of them. We go ahead and drop the well there. Trading. Yeah, we'll do trading in that spot as well. And then we'll do a chapel here. We can miss the weird shaped one. Not going to be a super important place, and I feel bad saying that, but it is what it is, because that's what it is. Medical, we do actually just want. In public schools, we already have the max number of buildings there. We don't have enough gold. Okay, so autonomous windmill is the next one. What do you want, Bob? Makes you want to sit and watch the world go by. We've made such tremendous progress. Surely we all deserve a moment to unwind, right? Before you accuse me of being lazy, well, no, go ahead. You can call me lazy, but admit that a nice cup of cider would be just perfect right now. You say we share one. Oh, he wants cider, so we need cider too. Fine, go ahead and make it. That's almost automated. So when that's automated, I will move them over to the processing. There we go.
Certainly.
And you are going to get... Who else is close? I guess we could put you on it. What are you, Bob number 6? Sure, why not? I'm not keeping as good of track of what these various things are, sadly. Okay, so housing, we need to upgrade what we can. We get money. Because we are actually running short on cash. And we are using up resources fairly quickly, too, sadly. These are... They should be going surplus, but we're spiking up and then spiking back down again. Which is very strange. Planks are overcoming lumber mills. Lumber mill is more than producing overconsumption for this, because we only have one of these. I don't know what else is eating our lumbar. Okay, so he's got enough cider coming in. We're going to go ahead and try to make bread pretty soon. That's going to be a bakery, I believe. Bakery. Why are you like, I can't go anywhere? That is so weird. Yeah, bakery is like, I can't have a home anywhere. Why is that? That requires water and religion. We have water and religion everywhere. And there's water, there's religion. What? I don't understand why I can't build them. What are we missing? What am I missing from this? We should have flour, because we have you actually making it there. Yeah, we have flour. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, we have flour. And we have plenty of overlap for these. It's just like, nah, you can't actually build it in any of these spots. Despite the fact that we have everything you require. I don't know why I can't build it. Well, if we can't make bread, we can't actually complete that quest. Your blue blood and noble title don't change the fact that you're still human. Humans need friends. Yay! We got some gold from that. Cool. And there's plenty of room up here. I mean, yeah, that just, it like disappears. Everything that... Can I build something else in there? Yeah, it doesn't mind me trying to build a smithy. Doesn't mind me trying to build a stone workshop. It just really minds me trying to build a bakery. Nobody wants a bakery. Why? Can it only be built in a place that doesn't have those? Game, I don't know what you want from me. We have all the resources for it. Just needs logs, grain, and to make bread. I don't know what you want. You have to be in somewhere specific? Yeah, smithy, it's fine down here. Bakery, it just says none of these are valid. Does it have to be in the same district? So it wants water and religion in the same district. Sure, I will build a spot that's just for that, I guess. And see if it works, because that's actually confusing me. We just had somebody reach a max level of farming as well. Go ahead and build that. And it wants... What does it want in here? It wants a well and religion. Let's see if it'll let me build it in that one. I don't know what it wants. I am trying. Stone quarry has nothing to collect. That's fine. We can move you. We are going to move you up here. It's, Such workers we have nothing to worry about for flour for the foreseeable future. Say this flour is due for a bakery in town. Apparently her menu calls for a good deal of bread, so we'll need to make sure our bakers can keep up with the demand. It makes our culture shine, but first I want to thank you for giving me this chance. I feel more comfortable now that I get to work in the kitchen. Somehow it really does feel like home. I'm glad to serve under a new lord such as yourself. In any case, let's get back to work. We're quite some popular at the court of the previous liege, you know. Okay. Making something. Pastries. It would help if we could make bread, because then we could turn that into pastries. That's a tannery, essentially. No, we have a leather workshop and a tannery. Interesting. So that makes cordage, I guess. And then we have a clinic, which is just an upgrade. Okay, bakery. Yeah, it can't go anywhere. It refuses to let me place a fucking bakery. So I think that's going to be a hard stop for us, unfortunately. Because we can't do bread. We can't do apple pies even. Because we actually lack the ability to place that. That's a bug. I'm going to have to report it. Hopefully they get it fixed. Report a bug. Okay, yeah, I'll do that after I finish recording this. It pops it up in a new window. We'll finish building what we can. Hopefully that gets fixed by, well, I'm recording this the day before, so hopefully it gets fixed by tomorrow. So far, I'm having fun with this. It's just I'm annoyed that I can't make a bakery. I'm not seeing, like, why I can't. Does it require an upgraded one? Maybe it requires an upgraded one. Let's go ahead and try. If it does, that's going to be weird. I think it does, but the symbol is different. Because here, for the laundry, level 2, come in here. I think that might be what I'm missing. Yeah, the laundry level 2 is a different symbol. It goes from a well level 1 to having a shirt. The church goes to that. So if this is requiring a level 2 of both of those, which it might be, go ahead and go to 2 there. Once those get done building, we're still doing fine. We don't have to worry about our resources. We can let it just kind of go and not worry about it too much. We can upgrade some town stuff too. Slowly building up all of our resources. As long as we're positive on them, I'm not going to be worried. Our clay pit is just matching production right now. We're going to have to up that. But clay pits are easy to do. I like how we can just store milk forever. Okay, so that's going to be... Let's go ahead and start upgrading these, because it's not going to hurt anything to upgrade. Okay, so we're going to need to... Yeah, we're going to definitely need to build another clay pit. The clay pit is that. We just have to make sure it's in a green area and not overlapping the other one. So I think our other... Yeah, clay pits are just pretty much right by the river, so let's go ahead and dump you over there. Second clay pit it is. This one's already automated. I can level it up in a bit. But I think that's what we're being kept from on here. Bakery. Yeah, bakery requires a level 2 of them. It's just a different symbol. Okay. I can live with that. It's just not communicated clearly. So I decided to just... We'll deal with it. Okay, that stuff's working fine. Everything seems to be going good now. We have plenty of milk sources. We got plenty of stuff building up, and we can start building bread. Building bread. That sounds so freaking weird. This one's next upgrade requires... Oh, it's already at max level. We can't even upgrade it anymore. That's nice. But yeah, this is a way for us to get more gold just by upgrading towns, like areas. It does eat up gold whenever we replace them with stuff. But these inner city ones, we're not going to be really replacing too often. We might bring some production in, that's about it. And yes, I realize you lack a workforce. It's okay. Who is our next gatherer? We are going to gather with... You're crushing those. Those are already both max level gathering. Oh, you are on a gathering thing right now as well. Let's go ahead and take this Bob over to there. I'll let you do your thing. So now we have 2 clay pits working. We can bring some berry farming over here. And I'm liking where we're at. We've made some decent progress. We've started building up. And as we get further in, balancing these is going to be the challenge. Balancing the cost of... That one can actually be upgraded. There you go. But balancing the resources we need in here, as well as getting everything connected, is going to be one of the challenges. As you can see, we're already starting to encounter that as we start expanding out more. Yes, we do get radiuses, but you can only build so much in a specific area. I think if you were very rigid on like playing to the grid or something like that, you'd probably have an easier time. We're already seeing a lot of roads forming as well, which I think is kind of nice. And we're already seeing nice little paths forming. There isn't much of a reason for a path right there, though, I guess. They're traveling there, and it does seem to care about like where they go. Like there's not a path going around the outside here, but there is one going that way. They're coming from this village to there. This one's definitely not getting all the resources everyone else is, but we can deal with it. But I don't think we're going to be getting to a castle today. I like the changes they've made since the initial demo. And I'm liking a lot of things. I do think that some of the communications of some of these things, like if you are going to require level 2 of this for one of these, it needs to be actually the same symbol. I get that there are 2 stars there, and I should have noticed that. But it helps make it very clear that this is what you need by making it the same symbol. And if they wanted to keep the same symbol across all of them, like just a well with 2 stars, you want to keep the well across all the other symbols rather than making it, oh, here's a laundry thing. And you can see that the fountain actually goes to a laundry 3 as opposed to a well 3. And as far as the religion one, let's go to click on that. That's still going to be, that's in development. It's going to be the same symbol as the level 2 one. Trapper's Cabin. Okay, that one's done for a while. Go ahead and move you to a new one. We already have one harvesting, I think, there. It's doing that one. We could just set this one up here for that. And you'll see these roads will start forming to these various areas. They'll start connecting up and looking like proper roads. Any roads that were already there will slowly degrade into grass, it looks like. Because this main road, yes, we still have some there, but you can see that it is quickly getting overrun as they walk over it. If they don't walk over it a lot, it doesn't change very quickly, but these are also just coming here for more stuff. I am slightly concerned about these kind of things. These don't feel as natural. This is going out to here. This is going down to there. But some of these like right angle roads don't feel as natural. Generally speaking, in this type of thing, you might walk through a clearing, but you're not going to walk out 30 feet out here and take a hard left. That's just not how people function. Of course, that also would require a bit more calculations behind the scene, which could be a bit too much resources for the game to remain fairly lightweight. Even with all this going on, it is fairly lightweight. Now maybe it was, okay, he wants a favor. See, when I left the capital, I made sure my dear wife and children were well provided for, enough coin to live comfortably while I'm away. So I might hope that I witness your boundless generosity. Would you be willing to help me in these trying times? Just, you want some gold? Sure. As soon as my work here is done, I shall repay in full, not a man who leaves behind a debt. Okay. So he'll pay us back eventually. Maybe when he starts going back home? But yeah, we now have redundant wells and stuff there. That's not a problem. It's just there. We'll deal with it. I will probably forget it's there and never mention it again. But I do like just the expansion of the town. One thing I do wish, with the town hall fully upgraded, I do wish that we would get cobblestone. I think we might eventually get cobblestone roads as we build like the castle and stuff. But I don't think that's going to happen soon. See, the pharmacy and the clinic keep the same symbol. I wager the public school does as well. Stone shop needs metal tools, so we need a smithy somewhere. That's going to go... Let's see. We'll do the smithy up here into the weird shaped spot. Smithy, get your tiny little spot going. That'll get us the tools to build this, which actually has quite a few spots it can be. That requires something we don't have yet. But a lot of these are going to require, say, mortar, which is that, which requires stones. Pastry shop requires mortar. This one we can build. We can build a leather workshop, but we don't have the stuff to go into it yet. I think, yeah, stone workshop is the next big thing on our list. Because I kind of want to build the castle today. That is kind of my goal. We need the leather cordage as well, which is through... Where do we get the leather cordage at? The leather workshop. I don't know if we actually have that resource. No, we don't have leather because we need the leather worker. No, we need the tannery. Requires more. So we have to go through the order of these. I'm aware. He lacks a workforce. Let's go ahead and put Bab over there. You are a max farmer, so you can start becoming a max manufacturer. That'll start getting us the tools to make the stone, to make everything else. Everything just seems to cycle into the next thing, which is a good thing. That's always a good thing. But are we really running low on wheat? We are using up more wheat than we are gaining. Okay. How's our flour production working? I don't think we're actually using up flour, are we? It's going to whenever we start cooking that. So we build a second wheat farm? And I don't know what the range of our building there is. Okay, so we can build out to there. We actually have decent range on the building of it. It does cut us off at the edge of the map a little bit. But that does mean that we kind of have to build in here and then build everything else outside. Which I think if I was going to do this again, if I were going to plan ahead and like actually min-max, I would be building all my resource buildings as far away from it as possible, which does take longer to get the resources in and get it built and all that fun jazz. But once you have it up and running, there's nothing you have to worry about. Of course, our range for this is almost the entire map. Almost. About a third, maybe a little more of it left. And that might change whenever we get the castle. The castle might increase our reach to the whole map, which would make this a lot easier. Let's go ahead. Double check the fertility. So if we build houses there, we should be fine. So something like bloop. Do like that. And yes, there is a reason not to build massive locations, because you actually use up. You can only have 2 civil buildings per town section, regardless. But I do want enough room for houses, is the thing. So we go like there. I think 5 or 6 is kind of the ideal. That way you can have a building in there that is semi-useful on top of just doing the civil buildings. So there's another little bit of town. We can start building in there in a little bit. That's going to get us some gold. Of course, we can always toggle that off. I think I do prefer having the construction buildings visible. Those are going. Gathering cabin has nothing to gather. Okay, you get moved. Back over yonder. And they'll just keep moving around gathering the berries. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Just little lads that love berries and cream. And yes, we are struggling to get all these up and running. Oh yeah, and I forgot to actually build you. You are going in there. Putting a bakery on the edge of town. Why? Because we can. Why? Because we care. As far as the other manufacturing, we should have enough for the stone, which is going to be down here. I think we go ahead and toss it into this one. That way we actually have stone manufacturing up, which will let us do the mortar shop, which takes sand and stone and turns it into paste, essentially, which then allows us to make tanneries, which then allows us to make rope, which then allows us to make a castle. A bloody castle. Yeah, I'm liking the development of this village. It's kind of wibbly wobbly and all over the place. You can tell that this is my first time playing through it, because I am far from optimized. Bakery. Arthur, you are... Why were you not in a place? You just decided not to anymore? That's fine. We'll put you to work. But I do like that you get more people so you can kind of juggle them around and get all this kind of stuff squared away. Now that we have the manufacturing there, I think it's probably already... It's almost automated. Okay. Stone Workshop lacks a workforce. They are already maxed on what they're doing, so they're maxed on gathering, so let's go ahead and start maxing them on construction. Hunter's cabin has nothing to collect. Did it? Oh, it already ate them up. So our next one is... Can I actually rotate that to where I can fit it there? I don't think I can. So we're just going to go like that. How are our people looking? Probably fine. I forget where the button for it is. I think it's there. Yeah, they're all doing something. I do think we're going to probably end up getting more. I think in the long run, there's going to be a pretty decent-sized cast of characters. And there are achievements for getting the mastery in each individual thing and then getting mastery of all things. So I think your initial bobs, like we have here, are going to be getting all the things done. Yeah, this has been a pretty chill experience. You're currently breaking even on iron and tools, unfortunately, so we need to probably up that a bit. This could probably use somebody who knows what they're doing. So you are going to go... That's automated already, so I'm going to actually put Bab over there. But the clay is just doing its thing. I should up our iron generation a little bit. We're actually running out of wheat, unfortunately. But we can start upgrading houses for a little bit more cash. It's basically trading resources for cash, which we're going to need to do. Okay, so that's a good source of initial income. Once those get upgraded, we should see a surge. Because, yeah, they're all building up. We should see a surge of gold as they pop in. There we go, 49.56. Yeah, it's kind of like you spend all your money and then you build up more. And we start seeing more and more growth of population as well. I don't know if the population growth is going to impact other things like the cost of taxes. It very well might. We haven't really seen that. We've had like the one tax event. We're probably going to see another one in the near future. We're almost ready to give him bread. Let them have their bread. Put this bread to good use, and you won't have to throw it away in a day or two. You still want to know what I'm doing with all this? Trust me, Lord, there are things better left unknown. Dear me, you are a stubborn one. Okay. I want to feed the ducks by the river. There, you have it. Happy now? They love bread. It's not great for them. And we get gold from it. Sweet. I thought we were going to get another building from it. I thought he was going to invent croutons. Croutons are a way of basically managing food waste. There's other reasons for them, but they're just tasty as well. Let's see. But yeah, you can kind of see how we end up with like our rural, where our inner city kind of areas, our well-developed parts of town, our underdeveloped parts of town. We're going to have anything maxed out anytime soon? Probably not. Feast of Kings, and I like that it waits for us. I have a feeling we'll be able to have a setting where there's a lot of more time limits on these. But for me, this kind of game is just me kind of chilling. This is me relaxing. This is me exploring stuff. Whenever I hit kind of like a speed bump like the bakery situation, it kind of pulls me out of it a little bit. But other than that, for the most part, it's just like, oh, I've made a cool town. I can come down here and look at my people scurrying along. Oh god, you are zooming. Even at speed 1, she be zooming. I do want to see settings. We're at medium right now. I'm gonna go ultra. I want to see if they still move. Nope, that guy be floating. It's fine. Most of them animate. That guy is not. We found the one. Oh, there's another one. So it's that model that doesn't animate. Although chances are you're not going to be zoomed in like that 90% line. But that's something I do in, like, say, City Skylines, the SimCity games, Sim Ant, all the kind of games like that. I do like just zooming in and seeing, even though they're not actually doing anything, there's no mechanical function to them. They're literally just treading the trails. They're making them... They're the foot traffic that just makes it look alive. We're not seeing somebody go through and gather all these. It's fine. It's just one of those things that I do like just kind of dipping down in there and looking at. It entertains me. Which is probably a sign that I'm easily entertained, but bear with me. Okay, so we have everything running, and I think... since it's going to probably take me another hour, maybe, to get all the stuff set up for this, I'm going to go ahead and call it a video stream thing there. I'm not actually streaming this. I am just recording it. Stream of mind, stream of consciousness, building the city of tomorrow as the Lord of Dance. And, yeah, I'm enjoying it. This is something that I think I could go kind of catatonic to over time. Just kind of playing and relaxing. Definitely going to try and get my niece and nephew hooked on it as well. Because it is just kind of like a chill, don't have to stress stuff. And they do like building stuff in Minecraft. It's a little bit different than this, but still, I think they might enjoy it. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.